Come on, Mr. Verma. Were you able to get your agenda item in today? I think you had one.
Awesome. I think until Verma is adding the agenda item, if he's in the meeting, I think we can start via live. Okay. Awesome. So, hey everyone, I welcome you all to today's Meshery development meeting. Today is June 18th, and it's nice to see so many faces again. And as we are starting, do make sure that you add your name in the attendees list in the today's Meshery development meeting. So if you're new, what we do in this meeting is we usually discuss the agenda items from the maintainers, contributors, and usually from the community managers and get updates on the bugs and many things that we are doing in the community right now. And those who don't know what about is Meshery. So Meshery is a self-service engineering platform which helps you to manage your cloud native infra. You can learn more about it on meshery.io. And yeah, that's starting. And I think there is one more thing, which is Meshery is a CNCF sandbox project. So we also follow the CNCF code of conduct. So be respectful for everyone. So before starting, we do have one agenda item, which is setting your name, and the second is getting yourself in good introduction. If you are new to today's call, it would be lovely to get to know you more. So you can like unmute yourself, give a quick and small introduction to everyone so that others will know you and get to know you more. So yeah, if anyone want to go ahead and share about that.
So can I go first?
Yeah, yep, go ahead.
Hello. I'm not quite new here, but first time attending a dev meeting. So hello everyone. I'm new to Meshery and I'm exploring Meshery right now, understanding how it interacts with other DevOps services, learning it, and I hope to start contributing soon. Also, I picked up a issue just yesterday, and I'll start working on it soon. I'll bring a PR back next meeting.
Oh, wonderful. What an awesome introduction, Ayu. Thanks for the introduction. Anyone also want to go ahead and share out them? A quick, small introduction.
Yep. Hey everyone, I'm Rahul. Like it's fine if I continue without opening my camera, or do I
Yeah,
have to?
okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I am Rahul Rudra. I am not new. I've been looking into the mystery, the whole code base and everything for a month now. But like, I've not been an active contributor lately. I was very busy in the stuff. But yeah, I am trying to contribute as much as possible. It's pretty complex for me from the beginning, and understanding Kubernetes. I'm totally new to that. But like I am trying to cope up with that, and I started with very small from the UI, so like I can understand you and could get to the back end and slowly learn more. So yeah, hope to contribute more in the coming time.
Thank you,
That's all.
Rahul. I think tomorrow's newcomers call will be an awesome for you. I think we also have an training session as well. So I'll highly suggest you join that. It should be a great start for you as well.
But like actually I've already started like two different what do you say issues I've been working on. But yeah, that will be great to joining the newcomers call.
Definitely. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank
Anyone
you.
else wanna share? Give an introduction. In case if you are not able to because of mic or any issue, feel free to
Hello,
introduce yourself in the chat.
hello.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So, hello everyone. My name is Shreyas. I am new to the Meshery community. Uh, I've been a fairly active contributor in other projects, but not in Meshery. I've been active in Apache Data Fusion, but recently I got to realize I have to do a bit more expanding of my knowledge in DevOps related stuff. So I decided to give it a go. I have raised a PR on it. It was somewhat related to gRPC, renaming some stuff and like making it more generalized for people to read and work on it. So we have that in the agenda later on. We can discuss it later on. But yeah, that's my introduction for now. And yes, hope to learn more with you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Shreyas. Nice to see you. I have already done some work Anyone else want to go ahead before we start the meeting?
I can introduce.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Eugene.
Yes. My name is Eugene, and you can just go by AJ because he's hard to pronounce. And I've been introvert for a while, so I'm the recent graduate from Boston University. So I currently just working on one of the small issue for Meshery CTL, and just happy to meet everyone.
Thank you, Eugene. Wonderful. And wonderful introduction as well. Is there anyone else want to go ahead and share and introduce? We'll wait for 5 more seconds.
Yeah, hey, I'd like to. Hey, my name is Lee. I'm been around for a while, but actually, I just wanted to use this moment to say there's a well, a page up here that tracks the Linux Foundation's projects. It's insights.linuxfoundation.org. And so as some of you have been working on Meshery for a while, or some of you are just getting underway, the Linux Foundation has many sub-foundations. One of them is the CNCF. The CNCF has a couple hundred projects. And so I figured it was worthwhile to highlight that the Linux Foundation doesn't have all the open source projects in the world. They just have the majority of them. And the Linux Foundation has the largest open source project in the world, the Linux kernel. And the second largest, Kubernetes. They also have the 15th. I know we're not supposed to swear on these calls, but damn, we be sitting right here at the 15th, which is really impressive. More than Prometheus, higher than Helm, higher than Istio. Wow. Okay, just had to share. I had a share, and so I figured I'd share. Wow.
Maybe I can now share the screen. The issue is like I think there is an issue with my Zoom. Sometimes when people share a screen, I'm not able to see it, so I was not able to see your screen, Lee. But I think others was able to. So sorry, I missed that. It's an issue on my side.
Gotcha.
So I think you are sharing that Meshery is on the 15th place, although I was not able to see it, but it was wonderful to know that. Wow, it's a good start. So, well, there are a few people from San Francisco Bay Area, I guess. I'm seeing some like Bharat and Ayan. They have a cool background, Zoom background. So I just want to highlight. So, okay, let's start with agenda items. So we have an standing agenda item on CLI from Matthew. Is Matthew with us today? And I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Matthew isn't. He's been on summer holiday for a little while.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think next week is the week that he's officially back.
And I think for the UI is vacant, so someone else want to cover right now, or we'll move forward for the UI. Avit, maybe you want to share anything, or we'll just move forward for now.
Actually, I think I'm having some trouble with internet. Let me try to share.
Sure.
And while you guys, Ian may or may not have a general update that he wants to share here. I'm not sure, but I figured I'd call out his name just in case.
Yeah, I can share updates on the ETE stuff, testing.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Ayan, are you going to share?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if Abid had anything. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, just gonna flash the sheet. Someone can maybe put this in chat as well. So this is our test plan. I need to. So we have both the CLI and the UI, just for context on how the sheet is organized. The UI tests right now, we have 62 planned or documented in the sheet right now. We have 21 implemented. And 3 on the sheet are being flaky, but when when I come here, we only have 1. So the recent update is that the connections page, those all are fairly stable over the last couple of runs. This one just started to be flaky, so I'll have to look into this. But yeah, so we have essentially 80 individual tests passing here. So that's kind of the breakdown. Any questions?
That's a milestone too. We've never had that many, first of all, that many end-to-end tests defined, much less that many passing. So if you just had one more, it'd be a nice even 80, and it could have been something to celebrate, but we just can't.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday, so maybe maybe Thursday. But that's it. So if anyone wants to contribute, we're open. I've been thinking of, as we scale out to the other 62 that we have planned, we should probably get a little bit more structure as far as like a page object model, which is kind of more structure in the Playwright world to organize big test suites on a page object level. So anyways, that's the status there.
Thank you, Anne. Any question for Anne? I think I'll share my screen. Okay. Okay, we'll go next. So we have now contributed training sessions. So there are a couple of training sessions already happened by a couple of great people. So you can go and check them out. Those are new, and sometimes I get a lot of messages that they get overwhelmed. So it's a good start. You can go and check out like in which area you want to contribute, and you can learn how you can start contributing. So tomorrow we are having a contributing session from Avid on Meshery models, what actually models are, what are the relationships, and how you can contribute in them. So do make sure that you check that out as well. So I think this couple of announcement that Vivek was going to make. So Vivek, you wanna unmute yourself and wanna make an announcement as well?
Yeah, thank you, Yash. So I think I would start from the contributor training session, as Ian just pointed out. In case you want to maybe contribute to writing unit tests using Playwright, we already have got you covered. So Ian himself delivered that training session, and we have many, we have done many. And in fact, tomorrow on Thursday, right after the newcomers meeting, just when this call starts, there will be a session on understanding Meshery models. And in case, for example, you want to contribute some custom model, or you simply want your service to be, understood by Meshery, you also can then contribute your model. So we will be doing that in that particular meeting. If you scroll down a little, yeah, there's like detail for that session, and like it's part of series of 2 sessions. So on the next Thursday, we will be having a session on understanding components relationship and how like they are related to each other. So we'll be announcing that soon. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you all. Next up would be I'm really excited and would like to join all of you. Would like you to join me in welcoming our summer interns. So like and their area of focus spans across different components in Meshery, so in backend meshing and many other areas. So LFX is one of the many programs that we participate in, and it's also one of the program where we are the top program. So if you just want to take a look at more like what are the projects and when will the next round will be coming, so you also can refer to that on our programs page. So many of the interns are on the call and a couple of them might not be. So if you're on the call, or if you're simply someone who would like to congratulate them or will share some words, I invite you to do that right now. Know that you also can do the same through chat. So anyone? Yeah, many congratulations messages coming in. So yeah, thanks. I think that was all. By the way, you also can see the social post that I already linked down in the announcement section.
Thank you, Vivek. I'm really excited for all of them, and you will enjoy this summer. Okay, awesome. Yali.
No, I think you nailed it with that little sarcastic. It'll be a wonderful summer. It'll be great. We're going to do some great things. That's good.
Yeah, definitely. So let's start. Like I think today's meeting started with a lot of good things, and I'm really excited about that as well. So next, let's start with our first agenda item, which is from Nikita. So Nikita, you wanna go ahead and share about your updates?
Right. Great. So my update is about Flash meshing functionality fixes or updates. So for those who are not familiar with mesh sync and Flash meshing, so this is our general setup of the Meshery in a Kubernetes cluster. So we have Meshery, which is our core functionality, and also there is a standalone deployment which is called mesh sync. And this standalone deployment, it provides us with all resources from this cluster and from all connected clusters. So when you go to Meshery, you'll end up in a dashboard and you can have access to all the resources. And this comes from a mesh sync. And yeah, so we have in our connections, we have a functionality which is called Flash Mesh Sync. And it was some issues with it. So, and yeah, these two PRs, which is mentioned in the minutes document, they are already merged and they fixing these couple issues. So PR number one was about how is minor one, about how we were taking data about Kubernetes context from GoLang context. So it was some issues with the typing, like it should be reference instead of value. And the second improvement was about how we process actually when we click this button, how we actually perform this flash in action. So we updated it to use state machine instances which are connected to particular cluster and not the general broker connection. And yeah, on this state machine instance, we call actually resync resources button. And yeah, it calls mesh sync under the hood, a mesh sync performing the resyncing. And yeah, right now it is working. So kind of, yeah, I can press this button. I have just for you for showing. There is logs, and then I press this magic button. It is telling me that reset was successful, and just there is some logs that there is some events which are coming from a mesh sync. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, you can see resources here are resynced. So it's hard to show you in the UI how it's resynced because it's quite fast. Yeah, but just take my words that it's working and you receive back the resources. That's all about this update.
Nikita, I had a small point of consideration, something that you might consider is in that message that says database reset complete or database reset something. For the advanced user, that may or may not be a point of confusion with the other operation for resetting the entire database. Database reset. So a couple of things. One is, I don't know if you've done this or not, but it doesn't really matter. But just we should never ever say successful. We should eradicate that word from our notifications. Don't never say it. Just we would say what we had done and not say successful. There's a separate database operation, or there's a separate operation for resetting the entire database as versus just the mesh sync flush area. So something to think about as you enhance.
Yeah,
probably it could be something like resources resync initiated successfully. Yeah.
Yeah, to the extent, yeah, any amount of detail that, especially if you're able to just confirm, like, oh, just for this context or just for this cluster, that would be reinforcing, like, oh, okay, it really was. It's not a global operation. It's just this,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. And yes. And sorry, without successful, just resources initiated. Resource resync initiated. Gotcha. Yeah. And the second one.
Yeah, it's close. I mean, that's close. Like initiated if it really is initiated, or done, completed if it is completed. Because if it's just initiated, then it should be in blue, and we should have a subsequent notification when done to say, okay, now done. Might be nice if any amount of detail helps inspire confidence for the user. So if we happen to know that there were 453 records flushed, any amount of that detail just helps. It also can help with some of they're like, oh, whoops, well, that couldn't be the right connection because I'm still seeing thousands of other, like, anyway, any amount of that you're able to provide is great. To the extent that some of the events have that small bell icon where they can click for further details, it is also, well, yeah, it's confidence inspiring, I guess, is maybe the best way to put it for the user to just feel like they're in control and they've got all that detail at their fingertips if they need it, or is like, okay, well, that's good. It shows successful flush. Okay. And now what? Like, when am I going to get that data resynced? Is that actively got it? Did it start a fresh sync, or how is that? Or, so anyway, any amount of detail that you're able to, sometimes we have that small eye icon, the little info button that in the UI we put next to an operation just to help people. Actually, I guess when you click to flush mesh sync, there's a small modal there that lets them know what's about to happen. It's probably appropriately colored yellow because it's not green and it's not red. It's just sort of a warning. Hey, you're gonna have your cache will be flushed, and it is just cache, and you'll get it back when. Yeah, I mean, so this is a very helpful message. It's something to consider that as you go to augment Meshery's capability and you add this alternative mode under which mesh sync runs, whether it's under operator or embedded, that may or may not, we may or may not want to reflect that in the way in which this is phrased, potentially, because if mesh sync is actively running on the cluster, it's like, well, if it's in embedded mode, it wouldn't be. And so, something to think about.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Nikita. Is there any update for him? Oh, sorry, is there any other review for him? Okay, let me share the screen. Awesome. Thank you, Nikita. Let's go with Rahul. I think you have two updates.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask for something. I will just share my screen and ask right there. Can you see my screen? Just confirm.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I was working on this particular issue. I will just open the issue, which says like capitalize the section titles like model names, etc. I mean this thing, and I did this. So like I made all the descriptions name capital, and I made them have a different color name rather than the description, and the image has some problem, which was like too larger than the name, and these things I have solved. So I made a PR, and actually Lee commented on it about Just one second. Only the keys. Can you like tell me what do you mean by that? Actually, I didn't get it.
Then maybe you shouldn't be working on it. I don't know. Go back to the description issue, the issue that's written.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to read that louder? Like the
Yeah,
desired
it just
behavior.
says capitalize section titles like model names, version, etc., and enhance styling. Something like that helps the offset values from the key. So, standing
Yeah,
that, I thought you need to get like these API version category and these things were not capitalized because these
beautiful. Yeah, that's totally right. And then what did you do?
I capitalized these things, API version, duplicates, model names, whatever was there.
Yep. And what else did you capitalize?
I this one was an extra because in that picture it was open, there was no description. So when I went to components and node feature, then there was a description too. I capitalized that too. That's all.
I
Nothing
don't know.
else.
Are my eyes deceiving me? If you go back to your screenshot, the PR,
This thing.
yeah, in the PR, if you would.
Yep.
Is this the same original screenshot? Am I?
Yeah. It is the same original screen. Sorry.
Oh, my eyes go. Okay. Okay, I'll go have a look. Because yeah, right now this looks correct. And it
Okay.
looks like my feedback is off, but I'm gonna go check to make sure that this is the original and this was that because
Please review it if you like feel like it. That's not a problem. Yeah, it's the same.
great. Yeah, I swear that the other maybe I looked at like the AMD GPU, the model name there, where it's in all
Okay.
I don't know, is that being so
No,
that's an
no.
acronym.
Yeah, that's an acronym. The name is only AMD GPU complete capital, so it's just that I haven't done anything with that.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's what threw me off or not, but yeah, okay, good.
Okay,
Thank you,
that's
Rahul.
okay. That's from this issue, and the other one. Can I just go ahead and show that?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So for the other one, actually, there was this TypeScript migration plan, and it has like phases for the setup and load dependency. And there's this already a PR which exists, and it's not merged for like I guess 2 weeks now. This one, it has already completed the first part. So should I continue for the same PR and start contributing in the same, or should I like create a like my own and start from first? Like if I'm
Nothing.
not,
Yeah, you don't need to start from scratch. You can continue and finish off this one.
but like this
Just
has issues and stuff. I can like it's not merged till now. It's like having still problems and yep, very
like
small, but
just one thing that needs to be made sure of is like nothing should break. Like because you can't do 100% migration in just one go. So
yeah,
just
yeah,
need
yeah.
to stay compatible. So that needs to be taken care of. And like just make sure like the build chain works properly because we have different types of builds that we do. Like there is a like different environments in which we build. Like those should work properly.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, I can't pull it no until it's merged with the machinery master or any other branch. It's like its own branch, and he has just a PR open for that. Or I can talk.
Actually, like do one thing, like talk with him, like if he still wants to contribute it. Otherwise, you can just fork it off and use that, or maybe like if makes sense, like if it's not done correctly, then you can start from scratch. Just make
Okay,
sure, like if
I
you
will
want to
contact to
collaborate
him
with him,
once and
yeah.
ask what's the update. Okay, sure. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rahul. Abid and Lee. Share the screen. Okay, if you have any update, any review for Rahul, you can just give in the comment as well. Okay, Ranit, you want to share about TypeScript migration? I think, is it related to the previous one?
Yeah, it's related to what Rahul's been talking about. But I am currently on the Zoom web version. Does it allow screen share? I'm unable to find the button for the same.
Yeah, you can share a screen.
If not, can you just open that PR of mine? Let me go
Yeah.
through it.
Okay.
So as Rahul was pointing out, there's been phases in pointing out. So the thing is, what I've been trying to do is incrementally go through the migration. The first phase, type initialization, is also done. Uh, Further on, I am being like moving the utils and the other uh, components into TypeScript. Currently, that's what I've been working. Themes and constants have already been migrated. Utils and helpers are currently been worked on, and I am incrementally migrating the components. Once I'm done, I'm expecting some reviews. I've already got a review from Mahadevan because there's a merge conflict there, and I think Pratik also commented today only to a build issue in regard to a build issue.
Thank you, Ranit. Abid, do you have any review? Like,
No, just the same thing. Like, just make sure like if you both are working on, then just collaborate because otherwise you would just conflict with each other. So
Yeah,
because you're
that
right now chasing the same thing.
if you want to contribute with me and we can work on separate stuff at the same time.
Yeah, I have also seen the PR. It looks fine. Just make sure you add the types module in the TS config. Package
Yeah,
JSON
yeah.
file.
The common base warnings
It's
been firing off.
yeah. Other than that, it looks good, and then maybe Rahul can continue with other stuff.
Like, do you recommend any other approach to tackle the thing? Because like, should I move with the incremental PR format? Basically, keep on doing additions to this PR, or you plan to merge it and then make another PR?
No, merge
Actually,
that.
like if
I
the
guess
initial
smaller
build works, then we
numbers will
might
be
merge it earlier.
yeah.
Okay, then let's convert that. Only the I think utils are left. Let me migrate. Be done with the migration of the utils, and then you can merge it, and then we can move to the RTKs. Okay, that
yeah.
sounds good. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranit. Okay. Okay, the next one is on me. So the KubeCon China update. I was last week. I was in KubeCon China. I gave a talk on Meshery as well. The response was from the audience was pretty good. We had around 100 plus attendees at the KubeCon China, and got a little bit of shout out on socials as well. So if you have any questions, please do reach out to me related to KubeCon China talk. Over here, you can check out the link. Uh, you can check out the video as well, Gibbs, and let me know if you have any feedback for me as well to improve for the next talks as well. Let me know if
Yeah.
you have any question right now. Yep.
I have a quick question, and this might not be, I know for me, this wouldn't be easy to discern. And maybe Wiley or Zahan or AJ will laugh at me for this, but yesterday we had quite a few new users of the playground come through and quite a few stars come through on Meshery, and they emanated from Korea. Great. But just a concentration of them from that country. And I don't know if you know, or maybe there's been too much of a time gap now since KubeCon China was over just a little while ago. There weren't a bunch of Koreans that sat in your at your talk.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
a lot of Koreans were there both in the KubeCon Japan and the China. Although I was not in the Japan, but in the China, yes, there were a lot of people. And I think the talk was really impressive at that time because the deployment went really good, and it really took the interest of some of the people. They reached out to me of actually this is working and everything. So it might be possible, it might not be. So I'm just sharing.
But yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's nice to know where that where those stem from. So nice. Okay. Very good.
Okay. So that's all from my side. Next is Theranishwaran. If he's in the call right now, would you like to go
he's
ahead?
not, and I did send a reminder. If he joins, we'll be able to circle back.
Okay. YJ, I think you said I can call you YJ. So Eugene, would you like to go ahead and share about your update?
Yeah. Yes.
You can share this.
Let me share my screen.
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. To the okay. So I've been working on this issue for last week, and the problem was when you're trying to use uh, the Meshery CTL workspace create the workspace, it somehow returns 404, and having to get into this issue, I found that it's probably because the organization ID doesn't match the one existing in the database. Um, so I've been trying to use the correct org ID with the name and a short message, and it just worked. So I've been trying to add some logs to it, and also um, can see my changes right here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also thanks to Schlot, he was being really responsive for this one. There are a lot of comments from him, and I think there's a problem that we've been discussed, and is that I added a extra request to the Mercury server for organization ID validation. So it's gonna check for the ID exists in the server and then respond with the correct status code, and therefore you will see the logs to use the correct organization ID. But while I'm doing that, the server responded with a JSON body which contains the organization owner as a string type name instead of a UUID, which is structured in the Mercury CTL. So that's why I'm asking, like, if that's the uh, that's a potential problem, or we have to change it to match the data type. Yeah, so that's everything.
I see that.
I think that seems to be like the issue. First issue directly from the Meshy server, like while we are using the wrong data types, so we should directly fix it there. Like, should use UIDs for the owner, and if we really want to populate it, then these should be like as separate fields like the name. But I think yeah, that shouldn't be like done from the Meshy CTL. So I think that bug should be directly fixed from server. And also I think for the validation, while you are making like two requests, you can like also probably do the validation directly on the server. So when you are, I don't think like if you should be more defensive and do it at first, or maybe just try to like after the you are creating the org, so when the database request is made, you might just check the database error and probably do the like check if it's a foreign key error, and then on the org field, then that means that doesn't exist, so you can use that to construct a better message like organization is not valid or does not exist. So but basically like try to do it directly at Meshy server, because then it will benefit all of the clients that are using Meshery, like all of Meshery's clients like Meshy CTL, Meshy UI. So all of those would like help from your fix. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I have one review. I was like thinking, which like we are passing org ID. This is just an idea just came up in my mind. Like we are passing org ID again and again in each end command. I was thinking if org is like a very top level thing, it should be already saved in the context, right? It like in the Mishri CTL, if I'm not sure if it is already there or not. Sorry for that. Like it can be like if I check the organization which in which context I am right now, it show the list and I can change through my, I can change the context, and whatever I do in that after changing the context is happening already in that organization, and I don't need to pass org ID again and again. If I pass it specifically, then it perform that actions. But usually this is an user case I would think of as a Meshery CTL. So I just got an idea I thought to share with you guys.
Exactly. I think
Yeah,
we
which sounds more intuitive,
discussed.
I think.
Yeah. I think we discussed it previously, like we should store, because right now we do store it in like user's preference. So like on the backend, so we can like kind of have a way to toggle it from Meshy CTL Connect and then use that preference. So basically the same thing that we do on UI, like we create the preference for the selected org and use that for all of the operations that are happening. So basically on Meshy CTL, we need to have a way to expose that, like which is the chosen org and a way to toggle it. So basically like hitting that update endpoint.
Yep, yep. Okay, thank you, Eugene. Is there any other update you want to share? Or I'll make sure to drop my feedback in the feedback so that like in the PR so that it doesn't get you know dump. So do you have any other update that you want to share, Eugene?
Yes, just like also thanks to Shilog, I mentioned like a lot of codes I've been uh writing should be specifying on the logs more. So I will add like more um logic to the code to make sure everything runs. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. If there is any feedback for Eugene, you can check out his PR or you can give him in the comment as well. So let me share my screen.
Thank you.
For him, do you want to go ahead and share about your update on user profile
Uh,
edit button is not working?
yeah, they are cloud UI bugs, some of the bugs. So, yeah, so I was working on some of the cloud bugs. So first one, that bug we had, basically it was because of the recent changes in the organization table. We added a new key here. So because of that, we were not able to, like, for example, ouch. Oh, yeah. So yeah, basically, so we were not able to use the action buttons anymore. It would be here. Yeah, so we are not able to use the action button. Even if you are the owner, you will not be able to. And if you are not the owner, you will be not able to see these buttons. So this was basically because of a recent change. So it was a very small change. So I fixed that. So now it's working, and we are able to access all these buttons, and they will be also visible in case I don't know, this video is not working. So yeah, this one is fixed. And regarding the second one was, yeah, the user profile. So if inside the cloud UI, so if you go to, for example, yeah, here I will show it. Yeah, so if you go to someone's profile, you're an admin, and if an admin goes to a profile and clicks on the edit, so it should be able to edit the profile, but it was not happening. It was just redirecting to this identity slash user. So I fixed it, and now in case I'm the admin, so I can go to a user profile, and so if I click edit, so I will be shown this. Here you can edit the username, name, assign the badges, or you can also change the roles. So yes, these were the two updates from my side.
Thank you, Fahim. The color of those icons, I will just say when they are disabled is just too, the opacity of them is too
Yeah,
light.
that was the issue also. That was basically the
Yeah.
issue. But now it will be like this. It would be like this. And even if it is disabled, so I have the video in case I will share the video. Share. So in case it's also disabled, so if it's enabled, so it will work. And in case also if it is disabled, so they will be shown like this. It's the user, and they will be shown like this. You can see here the buttons are visible.
Thank you, Fahim. Is there any other review for Fahim? Okay. Fahim, do you have any other update that you want to share?
No, these were the two bug fixes that I did today.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen. Awesome. So next, Priyans, do you want to go ahead and share out your update?
Yeah, just I will share my screen.
Yep.
Also, those who don't know me, let me give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Priyansh, and yeah, it's been 1 month since I've joined Meshery, and yeah, trying to contribute to Meshery Sheet CTL and understanding the code base and contributing to it with the Go. And yeah, so I will just share my screen. I think, is it visible?
Yep.
And my voice is loud enough?
Yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. Just if there is any issue, we will definitely let you know.
Yes. So I was going through the test cases about system command, and I in here it mm, just a second. Yeah. So here expected outcome when we run command meshctl system start dash p with an invalid platform, it should throw an error that that platform is invalid and provides info on the available platforms. So I asked the leak in the Slack, and he replied, "Yeah, we need to add the uh, available platforms helping error." So let me check. Just a second. Yeah. So here's the PR, and here I have just added. I have yeah. So this is the health checker error, which yeah, the slash n is wait a second, let me explain better. This is my first time, so sorry. Yeah, so I think this is the when we changed, I added slash n for new line. So this error failed to initialize health checker, and so it goes to next line to make it readable. And after that, this is the added one. So this thing is provided in the provided in the suggested remedy, but to print it to the terminal, we have to extract it. So I added the get remedy function. I don't know if it is right here. So I was just asking Lee that is it right to use it or anything else we can use. So you can see it here. Yeah, the get remedy is added to it and the
Yeah,
slash n.
good. Good. We should probably move along a little more quickly on this. Hey, I don't know what the health checker is, so probably that needs to be something else. Unless you
Yeah,
noted. It looks like we're saying we support Docker a lot.
no,
Maybe
it was some printing issue in the terminal, so that's why it's printed twice.
okay. And so good. That was sarcasm, which is to say that we shouldn't print it twice. Yeah, if that's something that you can help with, great. And and then is there other feedback that would be helpful?
Mm, I was thinking that the get remedy function will print the uh, remedies of all the errors. This is the error for only yeah, there are many errors like error we can see here for this one and this one. If this is the one we are using, like this is the one error unsupported platform, and from this the remedy function extracts this. But for if let's see that this is the error we got, so this will also extract the remedy from here also, and it will also print that. So maybe if you don't want to print the remedy of every command, this could be a problem. So like, I, but if we want to print them also, that I think it will be okay.
Yeah, ideally we're giving the users very specific feedback to their circumstance. So if we're not, the more specific that feedback is in the moment of an error, probably generally the better. That feedback can sometimes be over-engineered. Sometimes it's better just to say, you didn't supply an argument, a required argument, and sort of leave it at that. Other times it's better to say, you didn't supply an argument, and here's an example of what you should do. There's a balance, but yeah, if you're saying that we're unintelligibly sending back a number of suggestions about what might be the failure, in a circumstance in which we do know what the failure is, yeah, ideally we're sending back the specific answer to the user.
Yeah, got it.
Thank you, Priyansh. I think what we can do is we can continue our conversation on Slack as well. So
yeah. Okay, thanks
If,
everybody.
if there is any review for Priyansh, he did a great job as a first time, so definitely let him know. Okay, so we have a couple of more updates from Yoginder. Yoginder, you have some updates on relationship. So is Yoginder with us today?
Okay, so a couple of announcements. Like we have this thing working right now, like from the UI section. So this is the playground, and if we see this gets updated right here. And if you want to like, we have this subnet that is a parent tool, and this is working. But again, something that doesn't work is that first this issue also, like sometimes it gets submerged right here. If we see, we have a virtual subnet, but it is not visible now. Even if I double click, like sometimes we get an option of like this over here. This type of option we do get over here, and it expands, but sometimes it just like getting out of the picture and don't know where it is. Other thing
If you do
is
one thing,
that
like if you clear your browser zoom, because right now it like changed the layout. If you like reset your browser zoom, because I think you are zoomed in a bit, if I'm right.
the browser zoom is on 100% itself.
Okay, I think there is then some other layout. Yeah, okay, it's fine then. Yeah, because the bytes are a bit offset for you. Yeah, that's messing up. So I think what is happening right now is like the compound node is getting minimized, so that's why you are not able to see the children inside. So that's why that expand option is coming up sometimes. But yeah, this is like the layout is wrong, so that's why it's messing everything up for you. So yeah, I will see that one. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, one more thing is that right now what it should have done in the backend is that it should have updated this particular owner field, and it is still not updating it. So I've tried couple of combinations over here. Like I tried to match it with the Kubernetes configuration that we have. Like for the hierarchy one, we have this particular combination over here, like selecting models. This is fine. We have a display name over here too for namespace. Technically, whenever we define a manifest for namespace, it should have been in like mutator ref should have been metadata configuration.metadata.name. That's where it comes in, like for CRD definition. But this works in display name also. So I tried this one too, and I've tried a couple of other ones also, like in where this particular thing is correct. Like I mean, like according to this definition only. So anyone has some suggestions like what should I try on? Like this is the particular definition for
Yeah.
virtual network.
Actually, one quick thing like regarding the name. So it's basically kind of an alias. So the display name and the configuration.metadata name, they get like synchronized as you update. So kind of, you can use them interchangeably. But yeah, it's better to use the configuration.metadata name. But yeah, they work interchangeably. So regarding this, like, are you properly setting it to the owner dot name or just the owner, because it needs to be the single
Yeah,
string field at
I
the end?
tried like I think we missed the spec part too. So would it be like configuration dot spec dot
Yeah,
owner dot name?
configuration.spec.owner.name, and that should match to the like the resource groups, either display name or configuration.metadata.name. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
tried
needs
this
to
one
be
also,
there.
like dot spec one. Actually, earlier, like what you suggested in that chat, it was owner dot name, but later when I saw this definition, I thought
Yeah,
to add this part, but it is
yeah.
still not updating it in the like uh, in this field, name field. Like we are so close to having this relationship working. One thing modified, and we would have all these relationship working for Azure. Like hierarchical would be complete for almost like all of the models if we have this one this thing working.
Now, is there a
Yeah.
value in the what value do you expect to show?
It should be like this particular thing should take value from the display name of this resource group, or we would say, in other words, configuration metadata.name, which would be similar to resource group and QH. This should be updated in the owners field over
Owner.
here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is a little bug that is right here, and because of this, we are
Actually,
strict.
like if you
Yeah.
do, I think one thing let's do like update the like the relationship with, because what it expects, like it should be like configuration dot spec dot owner dot name, and after that let's see what like how what's happening during the evaluation. So what's set right now like for this relationship, if you know?
For this relationship right now, it's configuration dot owner dot name only. But
So right
I
now
checked.
it's like expected to not work. So let's see with like the correct mutator and then see like if it works or not, or what the issue is. Because right now it's already
It's
wrong, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to
It's
debug.
right here. I have done this like in my local system. I have it
Yeah.
running as just opening it.
Also, like maybe one thing that you need is, yeah, maybe you have defined it like in which model did you define the relationship, because how we like are like loading the relationships, the implicated model should be there. So if you have defined the relationship in say like network model or some like other model, and that a component from that model is not present on screen, then it won't like work. So maybe if you try that like in the like use the component from the model that you defined the relationship in. So we are actually like going to update that behavior so we can like have
So
relationships loaded as wildcard. But right now, if you use that, like use a component from the same model that you defined the relationship in
yeah,
for this
regarding that, like
resource group.
relationship is created under this particular model, Azure Resources, but it does contain models from all of the like.
Yeah.
This would be a hierarchical thing. It would be the most top priority in Azure, and this would come at the top hierarchy. So it is defined in such a way that all of these models have relationship to that, like Azure Alerts
So like
Management.
if
This is a
you do
model
one
too.
thing like use a component from the alert manager, because right, or did you put all of the components manually here actually?
No, I use it from the network itself. Like
Yeah.
if I put it from the let me just put it
Yeah,
from
if you
the
use a component from this like alert manager now and see if it works.
it is coming in here, but it won't update that.
It won't update right now because the mutators are wrong, but like after you fix the mutators, try, because right now it won't work either way.
Yeah,
So
I have
like
it fixed
try
it
to,
over here in my local code, but it's not working. I was showing you that particular
okay, you
local code
fixed it.
only.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but still nothing is not working.
Okay,
I
no
have
issue.
it
Like I
running.
will take a look. Maybe there might be some issue with either the policy. Yeah, I think it should be the issue with the policy. But yeah, I will take a look.
Okay. All right. So that was it. Other than this, like I created some more models over here. Like only thing needs to be updated in here is that a little bit of like refining that particular part, mutator and mutated part for each one of them. So anyone has any?
Oh yeah, that couldn't be good. That's a decent. There's 42 models, right? And you were saying like we might have them defined for all. I'm just in my mind, I'm thinking, well, all of the first 8, but there's still 34 more to go.
Yeah, I do have it in my other spreadsheet. Like I just
Okay, good. Oh, dang it. That takes away my ability to harass you then. I just figured it was such a sweet opportunity to. Cool. Man, this is gonna be great. So that's primarily, is this primarily for the resource group, this particular relationship?
no, the resource group is only this one. Like it has multiple models
Okay.
over here. Like all those 42 models would be defined there. Like what's happening is that currently the owner thing is not like everyone won't come under the resource group directly. It would be in a like a less step by step model. Like suppose in the virtual network itself, like subnet would be inside, subnet's owner should be virtual network and virtual network's owner should be this resource group. So that particular thing is taking time. Like in over here also I have to update some of the things. Like if you see this Azure API management, only one of the component would come directly under Azure resources, and all the other components, like I have defined those hierarchical relationship for over here, Azure API management, and we have kind service, API to kind service. So this is like a hierarchy from API to service, and then service would connect to resource group in this parent panel.
Yeah, one thing like, are these like all of these just parent child, or some of these might be used as a reference or a network relationship? Because like we have a
No,
couple
no, no.
of different
They all are parent child only. I'm starting with the hierarchical relationships and I'm covering that. Then I'll be covering the edge relationships. These are
Okay,
all
so all
like
of these are
owner based
parent.
only.
Okay.
Thank you, Yoginder. Is there any other review for Yoginder? Okay. Okay, so we are already up to the time. So I'll quickly share the screen and I'll wait for 5 more seconds if there is anything we should discuss it and right now if it's anything which is urgent. Awesome. So I think we will wrap up now. Tomorrow is the training session. Do make sure to attend that session as well. And there is one more thing which I want to share is KubeCon co-located event CFPs are going on. If you're submitting CFP for Meshery, do let me know. I will definitely try to help you. And yeah, it's excited meeting today. I loved it. Yeah, and hope to see you next time next week. And till then, enjoy. And I think in the US, holidays are coming, so enjoy the holidays as well. Bye. Bye.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah. Nice to see you
Definitely. Thank
guys.
you.